Hi there and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mind Traveler Eva Brace. My name is Eva Brace and today I have two visitors that we are going to be discussing about a very interesting topic. We are going to be discussing how a girl is perceived in an African society as well as an Indian society. So like when we meet as girls, for example, like when I came to India, there's the way I see these girls and I try to look at them and see like, do they act in a certain way that is a little bit similar to mine? And then you find that there will be some slight differences because we come from different societies, we come from different backgrounds. Like their appearance have a certain perception, or the Indian society has got a certain perception of how a girl is supposed to be raised, how these girls are supposed to be in a society. We are going to be comparing that with Africa. So I'm going first to start by welcoming them, let them introduce themselves, and then we are going to start our chat. So welcome. What's your name?
My name is Fatima. I'm studying in Parole and I'm in anesthesia. I'm also student of Africa in this university.
Yeah, and what's your name?
Hi, this is Buana. I'm from Parle University studying anesthesia. I'm an Indian. I'm a South Indian.
Alright, so we are going to start. So you can see like we are two Africans and there's this one Indian. So we would draw first here from her like how is a girl raised in an Indian society? How is a girl expected to be behaving, maybe towards the parents, towards the society, towards the Indian community in general?
Yeah. In India, girls are treated like goddess. First thing. So when girls are born, they are treated like goddess. They think most precious. The luck is coming to the home. In most of the places, they feel the same thing. The luck, the Lakshmi, the wealth is coming home. But in some places, we also have some discrimination between boys and girls, where some people feel like girls are burden for them to raise and to marry and for all the things. But in most of the places, girls are treated as goddesses. And the way I have raised is the same thing. In my family, I'm at the Lakshmi, I'm the wealth. And my parents are like, my family, my parents, everyone treat me the same way. I have my own freedom. They raised me in a well-mannered and well-positioned way so that they gave me full freedom. I can go, I can choose my optional career and job, education, whatever it may. It's my own choice. My parents have never restricted me. They have just given me some limits so that you should, if you go beyond this, you will be getting trouble. So be care of it, be conscious of it. That's all. I'll be in that limit and I'll be myself safe and my parents be proud that I've not spoiled their freedom.
Alright, so actually I have a question for you. So for example, like in an Indian society, for example, like if a girl is going out maybe with the girls, or she's going maybe out for shopping or anything, like at what time exactly is she supposed to be back home? Like maybe if there is any limitation of time or there's no limitation of time?
Yes, there is a limitation of time before darkens. If the places are very remote areas and villages, we have no facilities over there, and we feel some bad things may occur because we are girls. We should be safe. If we are coming in time with which we have lives and everything, it's totally alright. And if it is in cities, we have two lightings over there and it's a city. So it's our wish just to be safe, that's all. We have some time limit, but it is also restricted according to safe and unsafe. We are safe, whatever the time is, whoever you go with outside. If it is safe, it is totally alright to parents and to the family. If the place is unsafe, so anyway, it's their responsibility to fear us, like to tell us it is not safe. Please come in time. That's all.
And for example, like are you guys like maybe from the age of 5, like are you allocated with maybe some chores in your homes, like to cook, or maybe to wash utensils, to clean the compound, to mop the house, to just to do something like as a girl, you know, like is there some kind of restrictions that a girl in the society, she's supposed to be cooking, she's supposed to be in the kitchen, she's supposed to take care of her brothers, her sisters? Is there such kind of image, or is there some kind of
Yeah, what you said is correct, but that is also restricted to some houses where the financial situations, where the society situations are there. But from where I got my background is, I am free for everything. My mom, my relatives, my grandma, everyone teaches me everything. They started me teaching cooking when I was in 6th class. Because my father and my mom are working.
Yeah.
If I need any time to cook or have to eat or I have a younger brother, have to take care of. If they are not there in the situation at that time, so I know cooking, the basic cooking, the basic sweeping of house, the basic things. So even not only girl, a boy, my brother also know cooking. He also can cook the basic things. So it's not compulsory for us to do all the household chores and all for that. It is just for well managed when the situations are not good, when the situations are forcing you to do. It's a need to do. Without this, we can't eat and all. It's only for to balance the situations, only for to manage the situations.
So I have a hearsay question, and my question is, for example, like the girls that you meet maybe at the age of 17, 18, someone doesn't know how to cook. Should that be the consequence of how this person is raised? Is it something that is related to how this person is being raised in the family, or it's out of the fact that maybe this girl did not want to be interested, was not interested in those kind of things, or maybe like the parents were not very restricted towards her. Like why would that be happening? And I think this kind of question is going to be discussed in both ways. It means like we are going to get the Indian perception, we are going to also get the African answer towards that kind of question.
Yeah, some people are interested in cooking, some people are interested in keeping the house clean and decorative and keeping the house look so good when outsiders come and all. So I like cooking, so I picked up more interest in it when my mom and everyone teach me. So my sister, she doesn't like cooking, she don't know how to cook also. But she is interested in decorating the house. So it's different. It's different interest for different people. So it's their wish. They can choose anything to balance the situations.
So
Yeah, it's not.
thank you.
Right.
So now we are going to be listening from an African perspective. I want to ask this girl, because like Fatma can cook, like oh my god, she cooks. So I want to ask her perspective of how she views a girl who cannot cook at the age above 15. I would love to listen. She will answer us pertaining to her perspective and an African perspective.
Actually, in our society, every girl should know about cooking, because when you go at home, we are studying from home. At home, most of time, when people want to eat, they only look for one girl, or for woman, or for anyone, but not for men. Even you are looking for a crowd of people in the house, but mostly are looking for girl. So every girl should know how to cook. It's not compulsory like above 15 should know, but mostly should not below, or should be above 18 with a well-cooked information and skills. In our home, actually, we are teaching to cook from like 10 and above. And mostly, when you reach above 18, when you don't know how to cook, it sounds differently and it's bad in our society. That's why we are always cooking. We are no difference of foods. We are no difference of bites because our society teaching us, and most girls than man. That's why we know how to cook because our society teaching us.
So I would love to add a few stuffs about what she explained because I also come from an African society. So like for us, I would say like in 95%, like it's a must for a girl to know how to cook. Like that's in an African society, that's in an African community. But then there are families whereby you find like there are some kind of families whereby like parents are not very strict about the girl knowing how to cook at a young age, and then you find like most of the time this will be because like these girls they have house girls at home, and so like everything is being done by the house girl, and the parents are not maybe cautious enough, or I may not know like the reasons as to why they may not be very strict about the girl knowing how to cook. But I'm going to speak about the African society. When I speak of the African society, like you find like most of the time our morals and the values are the same. So like cooking, taking care of a house, a home, taking care of your brothers, taking care of your parents, like it is a must know for us. Like it's a must know in our society. I'll give an example. For example, like for me at the age of 5, I was already being able to mopping the house. And now when I speak of mopping, like you guys, it's not about using this, I don't know, modern moppers and all that. Because for us, like my parents, like my mother, she's someone who is, because they are from this like the past generation, or they call it old school. So like my mom has raised us in old school way. Like most of the African girls are raised in old school fashion. But there may be some who, after they grow up, they really don't want to keep on adapting these kind of things that they were taught at a young age. But there still is a percentage of girls that are doing that. So for example, for me at the age of 5, I could mop, I could cook, I take care of I have my elder brothers, I have my younger brother, but I have to take I have to take care of all of them, both the old ones and the young ones. Like it's how a girl is supposed to do. I remember at that age I could go to the well, fetch water, go wash clothes for my parents, for my siblings, come back from school in the afternoon, I have to clean the compound, I have to cook, even though we had a house girl. Like it's for us, like having a house girl is like not a reason for you as a girl or as a child of that family not knowing how to knowing how to cook, how to take care of the family. Like I wouldn't say like how she said. Now you see how the difference comes, because she said like it depends with where your interest is. Someone is interested in cooking, so she will definitely base into that. Someone is interested into maybe decorating or some other stuff. Like for us, it's not about your interest. Like it is what you're supposed to be in the society. Like that's what the society expects you to do. To be doing. Like what Fatma said. If you are at the age of 10, at the age of 15, you don't know how to cook. Like the society views you like your parents have failed how to raise you. Like everyone will be so surprised. How can you not know how to cook at that age? So I don't know. So I want to say like there are some Africans, however, that don't know how to cook at that age. So I'm not saying like every African girl that you're going to meet knows how to cook at that age. No, please don't hear what I'm not saying. What I'm telling you is that it is questionable when you meet a girl that doesn't know how to cook at that age, because like in an African society, you are supposed to know how to mop, how to cook, how to take care of your mother, how to take care of your brothers. Despite you being the young one, like you are a woman, like they are raising us as women. Oh my God, I wouldn't want to say like woman, but like raising you in that context. They're framing you, or they're raising you to be a responsible woman when you get old. So in that sense, like, you can go anywhere and then you fit, because you find like at times we are sent to our aunts, our uncles, our grandpas. They expect you to do those kind of stuff when you go there. So even when it happens that your mom didn't teach you that, you find like your aunts that are very strict. They're telling you, how can you not know how to cook? I don't care. That was what you're doing in your mother's house. Now you're in my house. You weren't supposed to be doing this. So they may start training you even at a late age, but they will train you. So like, you must know how to do that. And I want to ask Fatma, at what age did you know how to cook? Did you start cooking like this?
Actually, I'm like 10 to 12. Because below that I was staying in hostel or boarding school, so I didn't know how to cook. And obviously at 18 I was starting to know how to cook, but above 18 I really come to cook reality or food, because I spend most of my time on boarding school.
And
I've started learning cooking at 12, 13 years old. And now I think I'm most perfect at cooking because no one complained me on my cooking. So I can cook most of the dishes of my side, South Indian dishes, very good.
oh, okay. So I love the Indian chapati. So I've tried to make it. Okay, in Africa we have chapati, but they taste different, and the preparation is a little bit different. So I tried to make the Indian chapati, but I failed most of it. But I'll keep on trying because I won't give up. So can you teach me how to make the Indian chapati?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really look forward to that. And I think now that I've heard you say like most of the South Indian dishes, meaning like the dishes are different, like the North India, South India, and the people in here.
Yes, the dishes are different according to their regional places. So South Indians will eat more spices. They add more spices in their food, and they add more spicy in their food. Chili powder and everything when compared to North Indians. North Indians will have a little lesser when compared to South Indians, and they eat more sweets.
Okay, now that makes sense. Actually, I feel like it's a little bit almost the same with us, because I come from Tanzania mainland, she comes from Tanzania island, and so like the both of us have certain common foods, like we know how to cook, but there are some kind of foods that she knows how to cook that I don't know, and I think I have some foods that I know that you don't know how to cook, because like usually like we are different, and I feel like this is another thing that's very interesting, in that manner, like we can share experiences and then we can learn from each other. I really very much look forward to learning the Indian biryani and the Indian chapati. I think those are my favorite at the most, like those are my favorite. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Kindly consider to subscribe, to like, to share, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. It's going to be an interesting topic, so do not be left out. Bye guys, I love you, and thank you very much for participating. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.